Once upon a time, Rita Rudner was a Broadway dancer who made the switch from chorus lines to punchlines. The 9-time Las Vegas Comedian of the Year is coming to the Atlantis tomorrow. She made the bold career change at the age of 27 and got a life-changing break on Rodney Dangerfield's Young Comedian special in 1984.
I like to play tennis with men. You can tell a lot about a guy by the way they play a game. Really, I was playing with this one man. He couldn't say 30 love. He kept saying 30, I really like you, but I still have to see other people.
So, I was performing at Catch a Rising Star, and Rodney Dangerfield used to come in periodically to try out material because he was always trying out new jokes. And I was on that night, and he called me over after he saw my set, and he said, I saw your set. And I said, yes. And he said, I just want you to know it takes a really long time, and sometimes it never happens. And I said, well, thank you for that, Rodney. And he said, but I think you're really funny. Want to be on my special? And I said, yes.
You've been asked a million times, right? You're a dancer back in the day, and why'd you get into comedy? How long did it take you before you felt like, okay, I can really do this?
I loved it, but I think what really set me apart where I could do it a bit quicker, because I started later. When I was just starting in the clubs trying to get on and audition, Jerry Seinfeld, Bill Maher, they were already regulars, and they were already like making $1,000 a night someplace. And I was just trying to get on stage. But I think because of my ballet background, I had a lot of discipline, and I would do it every day. And I said, I'm going to wake up, and every single day, doesn't matter where I am, I'm going to tell jokes. It could be at 2 a.m. Sometimes I'd come home from Annie, and I'd go to sleep at 11 o'clock and set my alarm for 1 and be somewhere at 2 a.m., take a taxi, get a taxi, and tell jokes to waitresses who were cleaning up. I said, every night I have to tell jokes. So I think my discipline kind of propelled me a little bit quicker, and good thing because I started so late. I think it was about 2 years I got 5 minutes of material together, which you wouldn't believe it, but that's quick.
What about getting older? What are the challenges of that? And how has that helped you with your comedy and the material?
The only thing that I'm finding very, very challenging, first instance, living day to day with technology becoming so advanced, and every time I wake up, something new happens. And when I talk about things like passwords in my act, I just can hear the whole audience moan in recognition. I mean, I got locked out of my own bank account because I couldn't remember the brand of my mother's first washing machine. And then you go 3 times and they lock you out. You have to hire a hacker. You have to bring it in. It's just, I'm just so astounded. In fact, even this interview, we couldn't figure out how to get onto Google Chrome, and it took Martin swearing for a half an hour to try to push the right buttons. What happened with the television? What happened with on and off? I don't want to go to the moon. I just want to watch Law and Order. Frustration is good for comedy. There's nothing funny about a good-looking person doing well. So as long as I'm just trying to keep up. I'm hanging on by a thread. I know. Well, I was in Australia, and they go nude sunbathing, and I used to do a joke about what good is a tan without tan lines? How are you going to show it off to your friends? What are you going to say? Look, compared to my eyeball, look how tan I am. I forget to mention my gown.
I love your gown.
I have pretty gowns. I have a gold gown, and it's really good. And it's a little heavy in the suitcase, but it's brand new because my old gowns, they started wearing thin. I'm the only person I can wear out a gown. So I have a brand new gown. It's gold and it's shiny, and I think the public will enjoy it.
We talked about the idea where the gown came from, along with becoming a parent at the age of 49. And for the full interview, she's just great. Go to our website, KOLOTV.com. Rita, tomorrow on stage at the Atlantis. We'll be right back.